No, 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 it's fine, it's fine. All right, you three wouldn't mind coming back to me. Apologies. We have an invitation to pay
Father of music, sing from
On the shoulder, I think like a soldier. I know what's right and what's wrong.
He knows what's right and what's wrong.
I'm the original discriminating buffalo man, and I'll do what's wrong as long as I can.
He'll do what's wrong as long as he can.
I live in the labyrinth under the sea, down in the dark as dark as can be. I like the dark as dark as can.
He likes the dark as dark as can be.
I live in the taproom or eat you a hole. Down in the dark my bone mills a roll. Porridge for my porridge.
Porridge for his porridge.
I'm strong as the earth on which I'm born.
As strong as the earth on which he's born.
I can't dream well because of my horn.
He can't dream well because of his horn.
Strong as the earth on which I'm born.
As strong as the earth on which he's born.
I can't dream well because of my horn.
He can't dream well because of his horn.
I'm in a target, there is on its features, they are such a form, his habits are predictable, aggressively reliable.
country will be because of his
I'm the original discriminating buffalo, and I'll do what's wrong as long as I can.
He'll do what's wrong as long as he can. As long as time, as long as time.
Wow. In my experience, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Paper Kraine, our May 2023 show, Myth and Metamorphosis.
Tonight, Yuval packed the house to see all of these Myth and Metamorphosis our API artists are to put on our stage. It is the last day of API month, but who says we can't keep celebrating it? So let's bring that energy forward and keep the show going.
Exactly. We're going to try to keep it quick because we know we got started a little late, but a little bit of context for you all. Paper Kraine is a place for emerging artists, a place for artists to take risks, to try new things, to put up work that's never been done before or work that they've never done before. And so we just ask that the audience, you are a huge part of tonight. Your feedback, your response, your energy is really going to feed these artists. So please be supportive. If people fall down, pick them back up, cheer louder. That's what we're here for. We're here to sort of defunct, if that's the right word, the fear of failure. So I'm sure that what you're going to see is amazing and beautiful. I'm not saying people are going to fail, but we want to create a safe space. So thank you all for being in this amazing space with us, and let's get started.
Yeah. First up, you will see a show called Time's Up, where a couple desperately tries to make the most out of the little time that they have when they know they have all the time left in the world. What does that mean? I'm not sure. We'll
Let's
figure
find
it out.
out. All right, let's hear for Time's Up. Yeah.
Morning light streams through the blinds of a bedroom in Manhattan.
That's really unfair. That's a really shitty thing to say.
I know, I'm sorry.
Yes, I know you haven't fully woken up yet, but we've talked about this.
Yes, we have.
I didn't say anything the last time you asked us for us to stay isolated.
Can I react? I'm just reacting to a shitty situation.
I told you, since the lockdown's lifted, the flights are so erratic.
Yes, I know. The airlines don't want to fly to your country anymore. They don't want to fly to mine either.
That's different. You die happy if you never have to see your folks again.
You're damn right. You think I enjoyed listening to you talk about how you managed to book a cheap flight home? Right? Because every hour you spent on customer service and every mile you managed to redeem is just another mile further from me.
Okay, you always said you'll never come between me and my family. What are you doing right now?
I'm trying to wake up properly.
Why didn't you just tell me you didn't want me to go?
I can't say that.
Your plan is to make me feel like shit for leaving.
I didn't mean to. Okay, if there was a guide on how to not make you feel like shit, I would follow it. But right now, it feels like you're just trying to figure out a way to get mad at me. Heck, why can't you just be happy?
Ihoma looks at Seichen for a long moment, and then walks out of the bedroom and into the kitchen to make breakfast.
That's it? You're just gonna leave?
Yeah.
How fucking dare you?
What? You're mad. So I'm out.
Do you understand that if you leave like that, if you just walk out without saying anything, you walk out on all of this?
I don't have time for all of this. I'm running late as it is.
The red-tailed hawk smacks Seichen in the face.
Oh, the actual fuck! Hey, no, wait, no, hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm okay. Holy shit. Was that an American bald eagle? Do we even get bald eagles in New York?
No, that was a red-tailed hawk. They make the sound people usually ascribe to bald eagles, but the real bald eagle screech is more of a chickeny warble.
Oh, well, then I should be glad that I managed to avoid what would have been an unbearably clunky metaphorical death. Oh, shit, it's coming back around! It's coming back around! No! My eye! Oh, your eye!
Morning light streams through the blinds of a bedroom in Manhattan.
We should cancel our dinner plans next weekend. I want to be sure to test negative before my flight.
What?
Since I fly out Wednesday, right? It only makes sense.
No, wait, what?
To visit my family because Dad almost died?
No, it's not that. I think I was dreaming just now.
Oh, about what?
Well, okay, it started.
Okay,
with-
two-sentence rule.
Right. I think I died. And we were fighting before that.
Shit. How did you die? Was it because we were fighting? Oh, wait, did I kill you?
Two-sentence rule.
Asshole.
I love you too.
Do you want avocado toast for breakfast?
Sure. Thanks. I don't know what I would do without you.
Pay $15 for it like everyone else?
I can make it myself.
Oh, yeah, like how you learned how to use our mocha pot and then gave us cancer from the scorched gasket fumes?
I forgot the water. That is one step.
And now we're one mocha pot short. Look, I'm not saying to stay away from the kitchen, but I am asking that you not burn down the apartment while I'm gone.
I can promise nothing.
I'm gonna get breakfast started.
Ihoma looks at Seichen for a long moment, and then walks out of the bedroom and into the kitchen to make breakfast.
You got me wrapped around your finger. You have to let it linger. You have to let it linger. You know I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. You have to let it
I'm just saying, if you ever want to open your own restaurant,
or audition for Broadway, or put my photography up in some gallery. Yes, I know. Thank you for thank you for supporting the creative outlets I will never have time for.
And don't forget that food writing course.
There's still time. Oh shit! Wait, is it the end of the month already?
See, if you just let me buy that Disco Elysium poster calendar.
You realize there are far cheaper ways to break up with me.
You want me to go ahead and sign you up anyway?
That'd be a big help. Sorry, work has been out.
Dad! Were you about to express anything other than gratitude toward the beneficent United States government for allowing our benighted third world selves the legal privilege to work upon the sacred soil of this great nation?
No, never.
Good. I will be back before dinner. I gotta go. I'm running late as it is.
Sei Chen leaves the apartment and, upon exiting, a window-type air conditioner comes loose from above Sei Chen and hits him on the head, killing him eventually.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Morning light streams through the blinds of a bedroom in Manhattan.
We should cancel our dinner plans next weekend. I want to be sure to test negative before my flight.
What?
Since I fly out Wednesday, right? It only makes sense.
Love, what would you say if I told you that I thought we were stuck in some kind of time loop?
Well, since I don't remember repeating yesterday, technically it's just you stuck in the time loop. I'd also feel that if that were the case, I am kind of sad to be missing out on the memories with you.
If it makes you feel any better, I think we're still on like the low end of the infinite recursion. Like, I haven't taught myself how to fly a plane yet.
I'd be happy if you taught yourself how to parallel park so you could get your New York license already.
Again, it is not my fault. The Philippine embassy will not issue me a new one.
Okay, you've been away for too long. You've begun to expect a government capable of serving you.
And you have yet to help me here.
Fine. Well, have you figured out the parameters yet? How to get started on your perfect run through and hit whatever steps you need to get out of it?
Not as yet, no. In fact, I don't even have like a rehearsed speech to hear. You might even be my first.
Okay, finish that sentence and I will begin limit testing by throwing you out the window.
Fair.
Okay, so do you want me to take the day off so I can help you figure out how to get out of it?
Before you put your career on hold, I think I'm gonna take your initial suggestion and test the parameters myself. Besides, you have all that time to make up for while you leave the air next week.
All right, so assuming you can get out of the loop and make it to the weekend, I'll still cancel with everyone, okay?
Right, sure.
Do you want avocado toast for breakfast?
Avocado toast?
Or have you been through the loop enough times that you're sick of it by now?
Never the way you make it.
He looks at Sei Chen for a long moment and then walks out of the bedroom and into the kitchen to make breakfast.
I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. You have to let it go. You have to let it go.
The sink won't shut off. I'll fix this when I get back.
Okay.
I am just saying, if you ever want to open a restaurant
or audition for Broadway or put my photography up in some gallery, yes, I know. Thank you for supporting the creative outlets I will never have time for. Hey, have you heard me say all of this already?
Yes, but it bears repeating. Look, the end of the month is coming up. You want me to go ahead and sign you up for that food writing course?
Holy shit! Thank you. That'd be a big help. Sorry, work has been.
I know. I will try to get back before dinner. I gotta go. I'm running late as it is. Oh shit! The sink had exploded! Oh god! This water everywhere. It's okay. I'll get it.
Electric wire, toaster, sparking, puddle of water.
We should cancel our dinner plans next weekend. I want to be sure to test negative before my flight.
What?
Since I fly out Wednesday, right? It only makes sense.
Right. Shit. I I don't want you to go. I know what I said about coming between you and your family, but I'm going to miss you so much. I'm going to be here when you get back, and I'm not going to stop you from leaving, but I just wish you didn't have to go.
Thank you for saying that. You know, this could be the last time I see Dad.
I know, and I'm sorry. It's not just that. I'm getting that feeling again.
Like our time here is running out?
Yeah. You know, I did my taxes last night. They won't let us be citizens, but they'll sure as fuck make sure we're taxpayers.
I'll be back. If anything, my time there will remind me why we left in the first place. And we both have a right to be here.
Right up until our visas expire.
We'll figure something out. You're doing good. I'm doing good. We'll keep doing good. I know where home is.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you too. Are you going to be okay for today? I could take the day off and we could just hang out.
That'd be nice, actually. You can show me how to slice up those avocados, all fancy like.
Oh my God. How are you finally possessive enough mental fortitude to attempt that task again?
The physical and emotional scars have sufficiently healed.
As long as you don't try to wear mittens again, one slip and I'll be the one getting cut up.
Yehovan and Seichen walk out of the bedroom and into the kitchen to make breakfast.
I'll do better next time. Kaizen, right?
Again, that is a corporate manufacturing buzzword and not a real philosophy.
See, I'm surprised that nobody has as yet written a book on the ancient Japanese art of gradual self-improvement.
Keyword is gradual. The whole point of self-help books is to make dramatic yet ultimately unsustainable 180 turns of our life.
I suppose.
The knife slips out of Seichen's hand, some salty food. He catches it.
Impressive!
It's a matter of finesse. I always thought, well, nerves never any kind of time. When you think they're nervous, but they're like all of us, really. And sure they go,
Are you okay? Okay, stay still.
No.
Okay, wait. I need you to come back. I need you to stop. It's gonna be all right. Just stay still. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
You saved my life. Oh, God. Thank you.
I'm just glad you're okay.
You know, if only I'd listened to you in the first place. If only I managed to center our relationship instead of my solutions. If only I stopped and listened, I would have realized that you had all of the solutions and at my own fault in trying to do. I wouldn't be covered in maple syrup. And what's that coming through the window?
Rabid raccoons, attracted by the syrup he is covered in, descend on Seichen, tearing him apart, limb from blood. Morning light streams through the blinds of a bedroom in Manhattan.
We should cancel our dinner plans next weekend. I want to be sure to test negative before my flight.
Shit.
What? It makes sense. Things are getting better, but it's still around.
No, it's not that. I don't think I have that much time.
I'll be back by your spring break.
Right. Hey, you want to go for a walk? Maybe get some coffee?
I'm always down. You're the one who likes to sleep in until the last minute.
Yeah, well, I feel like I could use some fresh air.
We have to go now if I want to make my meeting.
It's okay. I'm in a rush too.
It really is nice out.
Yeah, I figured we should head out while the snow's still covering all the trash bags.
It makes me wish every day could be like this.
Yeah. You really mean that? You would be happy. Stuck in a time loop. Here.
I mean, if it means not begging U.S. immigration services for another visa extension, sure. Wouldn't you?
Yeah. You know, it's a pity the coffee shop ran out of lids. Our drinks are getting cold.
We can heat them up easy enough.
Yeah. You know what? I'll just warm them up in the stove.
The stovetop explodes in a fireball, consuming said check.
Oh God, it hurts! Oh, the pain!
Screams through the blinds of a bedroom in Manhattan.
We should cancel our dinner plans next weekend. I want to be sure to test negative before my flight.
Since you fly on Wednesday,
It
it only makes sense.
Are you stuck in some kind of time loop? Do you need help figuring out how to get out of it?
Yes, I am. And no, I don't. I know where home is.
The sounds of lightning striking, wild horses trampling, the sharks splashing, and the International Space Station falling to Earth are heard.
All right, let's hear for Time's Up.
For those of you that don't know me, I'm Vic. I'm one of the co-producers here. Alongside with me are three other co-producers, Brittany. We have Chris. And we have Paul in the booth.
Yeah. So we are Paper Kraine, and we also have Danny in the audience. I feel like I want to say, because Danny was a co-founder of the Kraine back in 2016.
Paper Kraine, not the Kraine.
Yes, I'm sorry. Paper
Paper
Kraine
Kraine.
back in 2016. It's been around for 7 years, doing these monthly shows at our amazing home at the Kraine Theater, which has been given to us by Frigid, and we're so thankful to Frigid for giving us this space. And yeah, we generally have a show on the last Wednesday of every month, catered to a specific theme. And another really important thing to us is our charity, which today we're supporting Queensborough Dance Festival.
Whoop.
And yeah, so we're really happy to be supporting them with tonight.
Yeah. For the next performance, we'll have Varsha performing some original songs. Varsha is an American pop, indie, R&B, and Indian fusion singer-songwriter, using songwriting as a cathartic release by which to express herself. Varsha aims to use her music as a medium to shed light and appreciation on South Asian art and culture. And welcome, Varsha.
Hi everybody. I'm Varsha. They basically said a little intro about me, so I won't say too much. But I'm very excited to be here and performing these songs for you guys. This is my first gig in New York, which is exciting. Yeah, this first song is one that I'm still in the process of writing. It's called Heal. Time to meet you where you are. this is a indifferent to who I am, transformation. No indication of a greater plan. My self-worth's not what it used to be. Built on unsustainability, it's lost, just like me. Oh, I can't feel at all. I can't feel at all. I can't feel at all. I can't feel So, like they said before, I am an Indian fusion songwriter, so I try to bring elements of my culture and heritage into the songs that I write. So this next song is partly in English and partly in Tamil, which is South Indian language that my family speaks. And it's called Anbe, which means my love. And the lyrics in the chorus are, my love, don't play with my life. Beautiful, beautiful, don't break my heart. It's almost no, I can't deny how I feel inside. I just wanna feel the more your heart beats next to me, the more you wanna keep it you. I can never find words to say, but I don't wanna watch you slip away, 'cause I'm falling in love. Oh, one day, working on you can tell me after everything is not true. Got me thinking back and I'm feeling so confused. Tell me what to do. I just wanna be with you, but you don't wanna see this through. Going on the side. I'm in between the lines. Wanna call it on and I'm working. You won't listen to a word of mine, and I know I'm running out of time. Being alone, I'm not ready for it. I have one more song, and this song is one of my favorites to perform. I like to bring elements of Hindu mythology into some of the songs that I write. So this song is called Ganesha's Mango, and it's about Lord Ganesha, who is, you might have heard of him, he's the Hindu god with the elephant's head. And this song depicts one of the very common stories about him that is told in Hindu mythology, and is basically so Ganesha's parents are given this mango that has special properties, special powers, and they're told to give it to one of their sons. But they have to pick which one of their two sons to give it to. So they orchestrate this competition. They say, whichever one of you can go around the world 3 times first and come back, you can get the mango. So Ganesha's brother, Lord Murugan, he flies around the world on his peacock. He's like, I got this in the back, I gotta get this mango. And Ganesha, he takes his time, he thinks it through, and he circles around his parents 3 times. He says, you are my world. So he gets the mango. I was told this story a lot by my parents when I was a kid. I can't figure out why, but yeah, so that's what this song is about. Mango on the mountain, there's only one, but there are 2 suns. Are you up for the challenge? It may take you far from the palace. Have to circle around the world 3 times. You think you're making up your own device? Are you up for the challenge? You know what will happen. Oh, wait. You don't have to run. Just because you flew first and traveled the earth doesn't mean that you won. Oh, well, you didn't see me go. You moved with his mind and left you behind to face your own downfall. No more medication. No more medication. How could you have known what he would do? Somehow it was just made up of the 2 of you. And so you walked around your parents. You were never up for the challenge. Oh, well, you don't have to run. Just because you flew first and traveled the earth doesn't mean that you won. Oh, well, you didn't see it all. You moved with his mind and left you behind to face your own downfall. No more giving nature
Let's hear it again for Barsha. Amazing. So as we said, the Frigid NYC is the company that owns this space. This space is called the Kraine. We are the Paper Kraine, lesson I learned. And we're so happy to be here. Your show tonight not only is supporting the Queensboro Dance Festival, but also Frigid. Ways you can support Frigid: by buying a ticket. Check. Already did that. You can also go to the bar, and all of the proceeds from the bar are going to support the Frigid and the amazing things that they do. They provide space for emerging artists like the artists you're seeing tonight, like us. They're so generous with their space, so please support them. Visit Debbie up at the bar. Tip your bartender. She's amazing, and we love her so much. So please, at intermission, give it a visit and continue to support new works.
Yeah, and to support Queensboro Dance Festival, you can buy some of our mochi ice cream and cookies at our bake sale. All of the proceeds from that would directly go to Queensboro Dance Festival.
There's also cupcakes.
There's also cupcakes, very fancy cupcakes, I shall
Very
say.
fancy. Get them before they're gone.
Yes, but also get the mochi ice cream before they're melted.
Yeah.
And half of the proceeds of the tickets also goes to, and half of the proceeds of the ticket also goes to Queensboro Dance Festival as well. For the next.
So next up, we have a play reading of The Visitation by Katie Shawn. This play is based on the true story of a man placed in solitary confinement and the three beings who appeared to him. Visitation is part of a series of loosely Buddhist plays by Katie Shawn. This is The Visitation's first day in the sun, and the playwright welcomes the audience to give her feedback and opinions. So let's hear it for The Visitation.
Visitation by Katie Shawn. Pitch darkness. The sounds of a jail. Doors clanking shut, guards barking instructions. Echoing sounds of inmates. Then silence. The audience should sit in silence for an uncomfortable amount of time. Lights up on a lone man standing center stage. He is in solitary confinement in a jail cell. Harsh, unforgiving white light. Man addresses no one when he speaks. We don't know how long he has been there. Neither does he. We seem to interrupt him mid-train of thought.
I'm hungry. I'm always fucking hungry, and they give me jelly to eat. They want to keep my dick soft. Have you ever been in complete silence? I can hear myself breathe. The air fills my ears. I feel my ears strain for sound. Ah! Do you remember what it is to be treated like a person? Do you notice it? Do you know what it is to have that taken away? They treat you like livestock. There's no such thing as humanity in jail. How long have you been away from a woman? To be kept in a pen with only men, and then to see women? The ladies, they pull their collars down as they pass. Can you think of what a woman smells like? Have you ever noticed how much we hide in the noise, in the edges of crowds? They never turn the lights off here.
Another period of silence. The lights shift to all red, like a Southeast Asian ancestral altar. Dragon enters. They should be covered in bells or chimes, so every move they make is cacophonous.
Are you the one who invited me here?
Are you talking to me?
Are you the one who invited me here?
I didn't invite anyone in here, sir.
Sir? Why would you call me that?
Because I'm afraid of you. And because I know and see what you are. And maybe my mother's mother's mother told me in the womb that you live in a deep, damp cave. And I know not to go in.
Stop blabbering and drink the liquor Dragon has brought you.
Dragon produces a bottle hidden in their scales. They pour a single shot and put down the bottle. Waits expectantly. Man hesitates, then picks up shot to take it.
You are a greedy little man. Don't you know you're not supposed to pour your own liquor? Now you pour me one and we'll enjoy together.
Why are you here?
I could ask you the same question.
I don't want to talk about
But
that.
you shouldn't ask about things you don't want to talk about. You are so sullen. Would you like to wrestle?
No! Why should I fight you?
Why else would you invite me here?
Man ignores Dragon.
You should think about being a little more fun. I may decide to eat you just for the sport of it.
You are evil. And I knew I was right about you.
Evil. How like a man. You think your life is the only one of value in this world.
It is evil to kill a
But is
man.
it evil to eat a man if you're hungry?
Maybe not from a dragon's point of view.
Humanity is so strange. You're so afraid of being consumed. You shine a light in every corner and cave in the world just so you can forget how small you really are. Don't you think it would be delightful to just give in to something bigger and hungrier than you?
Please don't look at me like that.
Oh, so now food thinks it can tell me what to do with
I'm
my
not
own
food.
eyes.
I'm not food.
You are food. You are man. And a man should know what they are.
And how would you feel if you were in my place? You couldn't possibly know what it is to be trapped by something impossibly large and wants you to die.
Oh, but I do know. Everyone was a worm once. But maybe if you are very good someday, you will wake up to find that you have become the dragon. And the world is a feast for your pleasure.
I don't want to be the dragon. It's becoming a monster the only way to save myself.
The sound of drums. White Tiger appears noiselessly behind Man.
Are you the one who invited me here?
Man runs and cowers in fear.
Please don't eat me.
Why would he eat you? He has showed strength with his arm. He hath scattered the proud in the imagination of their hearts. He hath put down the mighty from their seat, and hath exalted the humble and meek. He hath filled the hungry with good things, and the rich he hath sent empty away. A poor, insignificant man like you should rejoice to see them.
Man covers his face.
The only thing I want to rejoice is to see a cigarette and a match.
Well, here is a turn of luck in your favor. Don't you know my people start their stories by saying "Harangi tambe pyodon sheju," or "Once upon a time when tigers smoked cigarettes." Now pull yourself together and smoke with me.
Man takes cigarettes with a shaking hand, trying not to get too close to White Tiger. White Tiger doesn't seem to notice his fear and lights his own cigarette and puffs indulgently. Man waits a moment, afraid to speak.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry to ask. But you seem to have forgotten to share your match with me.
Oh, I have I? Is that why you've been staring at me like a groveling little squirrel?
White Tiger lights Man's cigarette. Man takes a long drag, lets out a deep sigh of relief.
Why is the rod of a cigarette more powerful than a cup of green tea? It seems that all of life is like this, and evil is so stronger.
We tigers don't worry our heads about such things. But come, tell us your story. How did you land yourself in this dark little hovel?
I don't want to entertain you with stories. I don't want to drink your drinks or smoke your cigarettes.
Man tosses cigarettes.
I want to be
aside.
alone. Alone.
You should be careful saying such things. You never know who might be listening. Some generous demon might just decide to grant your wish. Did you know that there are no more of my kind? I have always preferred to live alone. Now it seems to be my only option. Every corner I turn, I am searching for my likeness, but every corner there is nothing but myself. Even a tiger can be lonely.
You talk as if you know what it is to be a man. There's no one here to protect me. Women look at me like I'm a monster. They don't understand how fear has also poisoned my heart. I don't remember the last time I looked into another person's eyes. And now, the monsters are invading my mind. I'm afforded no peace in this life.
Sound of a gentle flute and swishing garments. The Bodhisattva enters. She wears a long dress that sprouts with thousands of arms.
Are you the one who invited me here?
I didn't invite anyone here. You're going to get me in trouble. Please be quiet, or they'll hear you.
Well, if you don't want visitors, you shouldn't leave your door open. Don't you know red light is the most inviting for shadowy visitors?
You really are a terrible host. Are you not going to offer your guests a beverage?
You guys are not my guests. This is not my home. And I cannot stay here another minute. I feel like I'm going to rip myself apart.
You should speak with more respect. Don't you know how lucky you are to be visited by the Bodhisattva?
White Tiger is enraged, but Bodhisattva places her hand on White Tiger's head, and he falls silent and calm.
I don't mean to be rude. You are the most glorious woman I have ever seen, but you do frighten me. Maybe that's why I'm angry.
And why should a beautiful woman anger you? What could she possibly need from you?
I feel as if I asked you to give me the clothes off your back, you would do it. And yet somehow, that still would not be enough. I would always want more. I'm afraid of how cruel I can be to you.
White Tiger growls and crouches protectively at the Bodhisattva's feet.
You can take anything you want. You could crush me with your hands. You could open me up and examine me inch by inch and still never know if I ever really loved you. A woman is indomitable in that way.
Hopeless. That's what you make me feel.
So you love me then?
Do you want me to love you?
I don't want anything. I'm free of such foolishness.
I don't know who you are, but I've seen you in the bamboo. There's so much of it growing outside my bedroom window. It's serene.
Empty inside.
Man shivers and turns away.
How can I love something that makes me feel so small? A man must be a master of his woman.
A master can't love a slave. Would you like to smell my neck? I know you miss the smell of a woman.
I'm not a punk. I know what they do to these people in here.
How delightfully easy it is to rattle your cage. You don't like to be frightened, but you hold on to your fears so tightly.
But my fears is what tells me to poison sleeping hornets and cut off the heads of snakes. My fears is what keeps me from dying.
And what is so terrible about that?
I don't know, but
You men, you think if you make statues and monuments and child after child in your likeness, you won't one day face the uncertainty of death?
Bodhisattva places her hand on Man's shoulder.
You fear death because you fear peace. Why wouldn't you fear something you have never known?
Man softens at her touch, leans against her like a child does with his mother.
Do you want to smell my neck? I know you miss the smell of a woman.
Man cradles his face in her neck.
I want to be rich, and I want women to love me, and I want to walk in the sunshine and never look over my shoulder in fear.
Do you not find your own despair tiresome? Come, tell us your story.
I don't want to tell a story, but I can tell you a story, and maybe it will help you understand.
Times change as man tells story. Perhaps Dragon, White Tiger, and Bodhisattva acted out. Maybe they merely watch and hem and haw and gasp at the right places. Maybe shadow puppets appear behind them as the story unfolds.
There once was a man who fell in love with a swan. Now, this was a very lonely man. Everyone he met was cruel and callous, and exactly as he expected them to be. One day he went for a walk and spotted a river crossed by a single bridge. He walked over the bridge and looked down at the water and saw his own face looking up at him. The man was always disgusted by the sight of his own face, and this was no exception. As he looked down at the hated face, he contemplated jumping down so as to shadow what he saw looking back at him. As he considers this, the water was cut by a tranquil swan passing by. The man immediately forgot his woes as he watched her pass. He marveled at her beauty, at her silence. He found himself following her as she glided down the river. He knew she would never understand him if he spoke to her, but he wanted her to notice him. He watched her until the sun set. When he went home that night, he laid in bed and thought nothing, just her. He longed for her, but he asked himself, how could a swan love something so ordinary as a man? The next day, he returned to the river with a piece of bread, the next day with berries and candies, and the next with rich cheeses and mollusks. Every day his gifts grew more extravagant, and the swan let him approach her closer and closer. One day the man brought nothing, sat by the river, watched the swan, and she came up to him waiting for her daily meal. But when none came, she approached him hopefully. She finally came so close that the man could feel the warmth of her body, and he was so overcome by desire that he pounced on her, and he held her close to him as she struggled. He felt her snowy white feathers on his cheek, savored the feeling of her fluttering heartbeats in his hands, and he looked down at her clear black eyes and loved them. So he plucked them out and put them in his pocket. He stroked her feathers that made her so beautiful and proud. It pained him to think of other men seeing them, perhaps even touching them as he did. So he plucked them out one by one and kept them for himself. When he was done, the man walked back home with her eyes and her feathers, and the swan lay where he left her on the banks of the river. As her delicate chest rose and fell slower and slower and slower still, she felt the sun's rays prickle her now bare skin as it peeked over the horizon. The swan stretched her lovely neck and turned her sightless face towards the sky and sang a beautiful song. And as the man walked home with his spoils, he felt his heart break because he knew that a swan saves her most exquisite notes for when she is going to die. He puts his hand to his chest and was filled with gratitude that he had to take her beauty with him. He vowed to enshrine her eyes and worship her feathers and kiss them every day for the rest of his life.
Silence. Red lights return as man returns to himself.
Would you like to lay on my lap? I know you must be so tired.
I am tired, and perhaps stillness would not be so bad after all.
Bodhisattva sings while cradling man's head in her lap. Dragon dances. Tiger prowls. Sudden shift in music and lighting. The man is now being hunted. He runs and screams wild-eyed. We watch him torn apart and eaten by dragon, Bodhisattva, and tiger. Silence. And then the sounds of a metal lock and door sliding open.
Let's hear it again for the visitation.
So the theme tonight is metamorphosis. Metamorphosis, for me at least, I feel like is one of those words that means a lot of different things. what does metamorphosis means to you?
I don't know. I asked Paul to put the Hillary Duff Metamorphosis song on the playlist because that's the first thing I think of. But in actuality, I think we're always shifting and changing. I think that everyone's living in a constant state of metamorphosis and always needing to become new and to rediscover who you are every single day. What about you, Vic?
When I hear the word metamorphosis, the first thing that I think about is that play that I feel like everyone has done in their high school at some point.
The one about the
one with
cockroach?
No, not that one. But I don't know. There's something like I think magical about telling stories, and through these stories we change and we morph in that process as well.
Yeah. And we, I think, asked our artists to tell us a story in 6 words, like a 6-word metamorphosis. And we asked them to weigh in. We got some really amazing responses. Can I share one or two?
Yeah.
I think one of my favorites was one of our artists shared their 6-word metamorphosis, which was, I decided to call myself writer. I love that. I felt like that was super empowering and amazing. And then on the opposite spectrum, this one's really cheeky in a way that I liked. They said, I dropped a cup, it shattered. That is indeed a metamorphosis.
Take that prompt as you will.
Yeah, you all have some note cards. We are asking you if you have a 6-word metamorphosis that you want to share. Feel free to fill it out. We'll have a little place you can place those during intermission on the stage, and then maybe we'll share a few in the second act.
Please write them so that we don't have to stand here awkwardly for the second act. I'm excited to hear what you all have to say about metamorphosis.
Yeah.
For the next piece, we have Amelia's first piece of the night, in which she will be performing an original dance piece in the style of Kuchipuri, a classical Indian dance form. She's trained in this Indian dance form for over 18 years, and is one of those classical Indian dance forms that relies on acting agilely to tell stories. I believe she will actually be giving you some more context, so I won't be delaying the performance anymore.
Sounds good. Let's hear from Amelia.
Hello everyone. It's Kuchipudi. I'm going to be doing Kuchipudi. It's an Indian classical dance form, as Vic said. It's from South India and it's rooted in storytelling. And so with that, I'm going to give you a little bit of story before I start. There's a classic Kuchipudi tale about Krishna and the Gopikas in the forest. Basically, there's some Gopikas who are some women. They go into the forest, they see a river, they're like, yes, let's go bathe, have fun in the water. So they go and they leave their clothes and their jewelry by the bank. Krishna, wandering through the forest, sees the clothes and the jewelry, and he decides to play a prank on them. He bundles up all the jewelry and the clothes and tosses them high up into a tree, and sits there and says, if you surrender to me, I will give you your clothes back. When I first heard this story, I was a little taken aback. I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. And I thought it fit the theme perfectly because I think traditions change. We have to let them change. Otherwise, they get forgotten and left behind. And so in an attempt to carry this art form with me in a way that feels meaningful to me, I'm going to be performing a part of that story from the perspective of women.
I am guided, so pervasive from the mountainside reside. I am the origin of universe and time, 100 day and night. I am a human, source of energy, indifferent to the illusion. I am embodiment of wisdom and devotion, the sun, the truth, the stars, the moon. I am woman. Dark complexion, reflect the river as it bends at the inflection. I am desire, I am beauty, I am affection, introspect within, I am what has been. Oh, I am violence, I am antithesis of violent compliance. I sit magnificent and mounted on a diamond, triumph in fire. I am
All right, Amelia.
All right, and that was the last act of the first act.
Yes.
Before we take a break, I'm gonna invite Carisha from Queensboro Dance Festival to come on stage and tell us a little bit more about the lovely festival that you're supporting.
Thank you guys. Oh, you're gonna leave me on here? Okay, great. Hi everyone. I can't see anyone in the lights. My name is Carisha Batan. I'm from Queens. Is anybody here from Queens? Wow. Wait, for real? No one is from Queens. Yes, one person from Queens. But yes.
My mom's from Queens.
Yes. Okay, great. So I'm a dancer also. This has been awesome to see all of this, especially seeing so many API artists. I feel like we don't get a platform like this that really gets to feature the amazing culturally rich heritages and stories and upbringings that we have. So thank you, Paper Kraine, for this platform, and thank you guys so much for supporting my organization. A little bit about us so you know where your support is going to. I started the festival 10 years ago. We're 10 years old this year. As a dancer in Queens, I was doing the hustle, and it seemed like anywhere to find my dance community, to get any type of recognition or opportunity, I had to leave Queens. I had to commute over an hour to take classes, to go to auditions, to perform, to rehearse, to meet other dancers. And you know, we live in the biggest borough in the city, and it's called the world's borough for a reason. It's the most diverse county in the nation. And I figured I'm missing something. Why can't I find my dance community right in my own borough where I live? And so that was my mission, was to basically build a community from the ground up. I was definitely the dancer, knocking on doors, asking around, showing up at other events, going to meetings, and just trying to figure out what the dance world looked like in Queens. And it's so heartwarming to see all this amazing talent here tonight, because it really feels very similar to what the Queens landscape looks like, which is like an amazing, diverse array of dance cultures where contemporary and classical and cultural and traditional dance, that we all are equally regarded on the same platform. And so 10 years in the making, we now tour throughout the entire borough of Queens. We do outdoor free public programming, and we present over 150 local dance artists every season. Every single person in our production gets paid. We're really, really proud to do that. And that is really thanks to support like you guys that you're giving tonight. So please know that the donation, we feel it directly. It goes to the artists. It goes to our crew. It keeps our programming free to the public. So I left postcards up at the bake sale. Please eat everything. It's very Asian to eat all the food. Please drink at the bar and support the venue as well. And all of our programming is free. We do performances, we do dance parties, we have live music, and we also do classes. And you'll get to come to Queens and check out different neighborhoods, and it's all outdoor summer programming. And all of the artists that you'll see are all Queens-based dance companies. We have this year 25 dance companies from different neighborhoods in Queens, and they represent 18 distinct diverse dance cultures and genres, and then like a whole other slew of fusions. As you can see, like, we are the next generation of immigrant artists, and many of our artists in Queens are immigrant artists, second generation, first generation. So it's really, really exciting to see that everyone is continuing to create, continuing to hold on to their heritage and pass it on and make it their own. So thank you guys again. Please come out to Queens and support us and check out what's happening out there. And thank you again to Paper Kraine for all of this amazing support and work.
Yeah, thank you, Carisha. She said it, right? We're gonna set the big sail up down here actually, because we've got so many lovely faces in the audience that we've taken up the back area with some seating. So we're gonna get our big sail set up here. You can support Carisha by buying food. We also have a Venmo link that will go to Carisha, especially if you make the note, and a Zelle link. So if you didn't bring cash, you can still donate. So head there, head to the bar, buy some drinks, support Frigid. Bathrooms are upstairs, and fill out your prompts. You can hand them in at the bake sale. We'll be back in 10 minutes at around 9:10. UC.
I let go of the past.
Oh. I used to buy single ply.
Pile of ash, beak peek through.
Beak peeks through.
Oh, like a
Phoenix.
Hey!
Back here again as someone new. It rhymes with the last one. How did they know?
Piano player, shark bite, new pirate.
Ooh. All right. Ice Cube, hot days, wet puddle.
Coffee spilled, anguish activated, monster awakened.
All right. Bright skies, dimming, sheets pour down.
Last one.
Last one.
For now.
For now. We'll do more later.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh. A 6-word metamorphosis. My senior year of high school was in 2020. During the entirety of the year, I had to read Kafka's Metamorphosis, the cockroach, right? And write endless texts about it. I hated it, and I failed the class. This will probably be a triggering night. I can't wait. I'm so sorry. All right, we'll get to the rest of them later, but up next we're gonna bring back the wonderful Amelia. She danced for you last time around, and this time she will be performing some original songs.
Yeah.
4 original songs written and performed by an artist just starting out. So welcome back to the stage, Amelia.
Please excuse my flip-flops. I just moved from LA. Okay. Uh-oh. One thing you should know about me, I'm a sad song girl.
I could swim for hours, surviving while you're passing by. Vultures rise, devour mine, as I pray for a chance that won't arise. Impatient is the heart, waiting for something to fall apart, settling for just half, excited for everything that's right. And eternity on the tape, then I'll wait for your heart to bloom. I'll wait for your heart to bloom. I hold my heart together, but it's just for show. If I fall apart, you never know. 'Cause my heart's begging across that line, but I'm waiting for just the right time to tell you that I miss you. Oh, you are never mine. And eternities, hold and take, then I'll wait for your heart to bloom. I'll wait for your
crush on this guy. I know, embarrassing. In college, and in college you do some stuff, and I thought love meant longing, and so I pined after this guy who had a girlfriend. Anyway, so I wrote that song about him, and I want to tell you it got better, but so he would like put me along while he had this girlfriend, and the thing about crumbs is like you're never really satisfied. Right? So eventually, I know 2-3 years. I know. Don't say it. 2-3 years later, I got tired of it.
I'll take your half the time, take the yours the second best. But don't get used to this. I heard a knock on my heart. I thought you wanna come inside. But this is my mistake this time. Don't pretend you didn't do me wrong, because you'll turn around to smile. She is gone. Why do we always get timing wrong? Seem to take it with my little love song. Tell me why I'm waiting for something to change. The sun always sets before the moon's out to play. Before the moon's out to play. Only half the time. I'll take the yours the second best. I know you're used to this. I heard you knock on my heart. I know you wanna come inside. But this is your mistake this time. Don't be kind to a healthy heart. Pretend it's not your fault. You change your mind, fine. But I haven't changed mine. Stop letting it just break me. So I understand why your eyes always lying. Your smile's in her hand. No, I know you can't see it, but I'm purple inside. Believe me, I'm bleeding. The bruises you see, I can hide. Make me feel like I'll never be enough. And I swear if you knock this time, I won't be enough. I'll turn the key, close my heart shut. I'm not hiding this time. I don't pretend you didn't do me wrong, because you only turn around to smile when she is gone. Why do we always get the time when we're always like a picture to my little love song? Tell me why I'm waiting. Something to change. The sun always sets before the moon's out to play. Before the moon's out to play. Just give it a take.
Yeah, so I was pissed. Because he was hanging out with me one day, and the next day he stopped hanging out, and then I heard from a friend of a friend that his girlfriend was back in town. Boo. Thank you. So the thing about anger is that usually there's something under the anger, right? For me, that was confusion. I think people tell you a lot of things about love. They'll be like, love is easy, or love is really hard. Or they'll say, love takes work. And then they'll turn around and say, love should not feel like work. And then you're like, this is entirely unhelpful. And I think I ended up there because I feel like everybody wants to be loved. And it's hard to not know how to get there. So more than angry, I just felt kind of lost. I guess it's fine. I was in college. It's I should be fine. It's fine.
Break the clouds and stitch the sky back together. Break the patterns that we color into each other. And don't be afraid of drifting through life, making memories like last. Tell me, is this the same life you see when for it on me. What's in my mind? Always lose track of time like that. They in the worst way. Are you here for a reason? Just for a season. Remind me to take my heart off my sleeve. As I'm breathing, there's got me in my time. Hey, why you not? So we till your leaves are shaking with love. Taking with love, weeping melody. It's just us two. Even if you loved me, I'm still let the stars kiss the night back together. And your broken parts and now I pull myself together. Right now we're drifting through life, making memories like lies. Tell me, is this the same life? You see, you and me, heart in the clouds, but my head's pretty grounded. Love me or leave me be. Are you here for a reason, or just for a season? Remind me to take my heart off my sleeve and as I'm breathing. The air's got me thinking about time. Maybe we'd be fine. Me till your lips are shaking me with love. Stops aching with love, weeping melody. It's just us two, and weep with love. Even if you loved me, I'm still not even if I loved you, still
I want to tell you that I figured it out, that all the questions went away. One day I met someone and then I realized, yeah, this is love. It didn't happen like that for me. But I will say, 3 years later, I asked this guy out again. Yeah, same guy. I know. And this time, he said no. Again. And that was the best thing that happened for me because then I completely gave up on love. And when I did, love found me. And then I met this beautiful person and we had a great relationship. And I still have all the questions, but I will say, I've been writing a few songs for 4 years now. And after 4 years, I finally wrote a happy song. So this is the last song I'm gonna sing for you guys. And it's a happy song.
almost the same sky, such a different feeling. Glowing sunshine, different city, different ceiling. Moon likes to see from every damn place, but I can't complain, can I? I know that it's me that's been changing. I can't complain, can I? I tell myself to wait for our call at 15. To miss you again would be an honor to kiss you again. A dream. Imagine it smells like me, then wave at your sky. So I'll feel like we said our goodbyes at the same time. Hold me exist and whisper love without fear. To miss you again would be enough to kiss you again. My dream.
All right, let's hear it for Amelia. Also, let's hear it for you all. You all have been an amazing audience. I do want to acknowledge it's been really hot in here, and you all have been handling it like champs and eating all of the mochi, and we're so grateful. So thank you for putting up with the heat and sticking around and supporting these artists in the amazing way that you all have. So thank you. Should we one or more of these?
Yeah, let's do it.
A few more? Let's
Yeah,
see.
a few more.
Okay.
We'll save a few for the end.
Comfy yoke, shell breaking, born anew. I like all of these that are like haiku adjacent. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Oh, and a morph. Person to cat. Breath stirs until ankle break. Regain.
We'll save 2 for the end.
Save 2 for the end. All right. So I do want to talk about our next show. Yeah.
Yes. So as we've mentioned, we do this once a month, and it's usually the last Wednesday of the month. So for next month, we have a show celebrating Pride Month, and the show's theme is "Do You Queer What I Queer?" Better. Also, 6 words.
Hey. Metamorphosis, maybe.
But that will be also part of the Queerly Festival at Frigid, and you should also go see more shows of the Queerly Festival. You can find the information about the other shows of Queerly Festival at Queerly Festival on Instagram. There's a lot of Queerly Festival that I just said, so hopefully you remember.
Yeah. Amazing. So next up we have, I'm excited to introduce this artist. It is Becca Badida, and she will be performing. They will be performing Panarit, which is a sound video and movement piece that explores ecological grief and ancestral healing through asking permission from spirits when taking actions upon the earth. And the movement incorporates the life cycle of silk as well. We're super excited for Becca to take the stage with her dancers. So please welcome Panarit to the stage.
Hi everyone. Just really quick, I want to give like the English translation for the piece.
Can we get some lights, Paul? Yeah.
It starts out as the words are the bridge that was wood is now metal. The sky that was blue is now red. Return to me. Wadai, which is the people and culture of where my Lola's from in the eastern Visayas of the Philippines.
Woo!
And then it moves into I am divine being, and goes back to return and sort of asking permission, like Brittany said, of the spirits before kind of affecting the earth. So it's kind of like a grieving piece, but also it's been really beautiful to share with other dancers and kind of like work through I don't know, all the emotion that came through when I created it. So thank you so much for watching and partaking in this. And yeah, I hope you enjoy.
Let's hear it again for Connor. Awesome. I think we have one more for you all.
One last one.
If you're ready.
Before we go,
After we perform Paper Kraine, we have our sister bar. It's called Grafton. Some of you who've been here before might know of it. It is on St. Mark's and First Avenue. And after the show, if you all wait around a few minutes, like 5 tops, I will lead the charge over there. So feel free to wait for me outside. I'll come and gather folks and we'll start going over there. We love to gather the community after the show so you can talk to each other, talk to these amazing artists and see the work that they've been doing and like tell them you want to work with them. If you have ideas, come to us. We would love to support your art. We are always down to have you submitting. If you go to paperkraine.com, you can go to our submissions page and fill out the form there. And please connect with any number of producers, connect with your artists, help build this community and continue to help it be as strong and amazing as it is tonight.
the party doesn't have to end. There's happy hour pricing. So.
Yes, go to the bartender, tell them you're with the Paper Kraine, they'll give you happy hour.
All right. Do we want to read the prompt?
Yeah, let's read our last 2 prompts.
All right.
Okay. Metabolize. New cells every 7 years.
Snowflake. Tumble downhill. Massive snowball.
Ooh. I think those were some pretty good ones to end on.
Yeah.
Thank you all for giving us your 6-word metamorphoses. All of them, literally every single one of them was super enjoyable.
Thank you for helping us try out this new format of how we're going to do the question prompt interaction stuff. But for our last performance, we have Jin and Julie and the Jersey Devil. Brought over by one of our regular, Kendra. Enjoy.
Hi, who turned my voice? How's everyone doing tonight?
You guys sold out the Kraine!
Not even the neo-futurists do that most nights. I probably should have said that. I used to work on it. All right, so Victoria.
Yeah?
What's your favorite mythical creature?
Ooh, selkies. From Celtic mythology, they turn from seals to humans by shedding their coats.
That's a good one. Shar, what's yours?
Do Pokemon count?
Well, they seem to think so. I was thinking more folklore instead of fictional.
I don't know. Aren't mythological characters by definition kind of fictional though?
That's debatable.
Go ahead with the Pokemon.
Okay. Well, I really like all ghost type Pokemon, but if we're talking mythological, I also like the Goat Man.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. What about everyone else? Does anyone have some favorite mythological
shout 'em
creatures?
out.
Mothman.
Mothman. That's a
Okay.
good one.
Audience participation.
Squawk. What?
The squab.
The squawk.
Squawk.
I haven't heard of it.
that?
What is a squawk?
It's a cryptid, and it's known for being so repulsive that everyone's scared of it, and it cries
I have
constantly because it's sad.
I haven't heard of this one.
Is anyone from Maryland here? We got the Snallygaster.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The Kraken.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
During one of our rehearsals, someone said Cats from Cats the Musical.
Cats the movie.
Yes.
From the top of the Cats.
Yeah.
Well, don't put words in my mouth.
Yeah.
What about you, Kendra? What's your
favorite mythical creature from folklore?
Well, I'm a bit of a fan of the Jersey Devil, actually.
Like the hockey team?
Well, no, it's what they named the hockey team after. You know, the Jersey Devil of the Pine Barrens.
Ooh, I know this one.
Yes, there you go.
The cursed 13th child of Mother Lees.
That's the one. You heard of this, Char?
No, why would I know this thing from New Jersey? I'm from California.
It's not just any story. It's like a ghost story. Like the kind of story you tell around a campfire with your friends. Like imagine for a second the three of us, we're three friends, imagine that. And we're gathered around a campfire telling a story.
But we're not.
What?
We're not gathered around a campfire. We're in the Kraine Theater on East 4th Street.
She said, imagine it.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to imagine being myself in one place while simultaneously being in another place in the real world. Like it's easier for an actor brain to be someone else, somewhere else.
Well, okay, then maybe it's not the three of us. Maybe we pretend we're three other friends who are telling stories around a campfire. And
What are our names?
What?
What are our names, Victoria?
Yeah, I guess if we're other people, we need other names.
Okay, I'm Julie. Like Julie Andrews.
You're Julie Andrews?
No, I'm named after Julie Andrews. My name is Julie.
Okay, Kendra, what's your name gonna be?
Jen.
Jin. Why Jin?
I've always wanted to be named Jen.
That's right. Jin is my best friend. We're Jin and Julie, and we've known each other forever, and we hang out all the time, and we do everything together.
Okay, so who am I?
You're Char.
Well, who am I in the someplace else? What's my name?
Okay, you're Naomi.
And who's Naomi?
You are.
I know, but who is she in relation to Jin and Julie?
She's a friend. A good friend. A friend whom they've known forever, who they really vibe with. And like individually they know her and think she's cool, but three of them have never really hung out together as a unit. And so this entire conceit is an excuse one of them came up with so the three of them could all work on something together.
Okay, I can work with that.
And we're gathered around a campfire somewhere deep in the forest. The wood is crackling. Shadows dance on our faces, on our stuff, on our tent. There's a tent nearby because it's an overnight trip. And on the trees that surround us, we hear the crackling of the fire, rustling of the wind blowing in the night. And as we're sitting there, stomachs full of hot dogs and toasted marshmallows, we tell stories. Stories about ghosts, ghouls, monsters, things that go bump in the night. But one story in particular haunts us. The tale of a monster that lurks in the very woods we're in now. The tale of the Jersey Devil.
I played this like 5 years. They say that the devil's in places new, like New Hampshire, New York, and of course Georgia too. But listen well, friends, 'cause I guarantee that truly the devil is here in New Jersey.
Whoa. Hang on a second.
What?
We're not in New Jersey.
Well, we're not, but Jin, Julie, and Naomi are. We're someone else in someplace else while simultaneously being ourselves. Remember?
It's called acting, Char.
What is acting really?
Now continue.
Yes, chef.
Good. That truly the devil is here in New Jersey. Truly the devil is here in New Jersey. Once upon a time, many centuries ago, in a land overrunning with trees, there lived an old lady, to some known as Jane, but to most she was old Mother Leeds. Mother Leeds had a family considerably large, 12 children of varying creeds. But when she learned another was coming, she cried, "This 13th child of mine is a devil in me. This 13th child of mine is a devil in me." Then soon came the time for the babe to arrive. Her friends all gathered round her to see. When it came out, it seemed just a normal child. Till before their own eyes it began to transform. Its hands and feet turned to hooves, its head morphed into a goat. Sprouted wings, it grew a tail, screeched and it cried. It kicked at the heads of its shocked audience and scrambled its way straight up the chimney. And with a loud cry out into the night, it flew into the Pine Barrens of New Jersey. Flew to the Pine Barrens of New Jersey. And ever since then, on nights just like these, when the darkness has fallen and there's wind in the trees, keep an eye on the sky and I think you'll agree. The devil's in New Jersey now.
So that's the story of the Jersey Devil. Yep. Yeah, I get it now.
Great! Guess we can all go home.
Sounds good to me.
Wait, hold on a second. We haven't told the whole story.
Sure we have. Mother Leeds had a 13th child, and that child became the Jersey Devil.
Yeah, and then the Jersey Devil went on to have a successful career running a hockey team with the Prudential Center. Understand it perfectly.
Kendra is right. We told the story wrong. Let's try that again. They say that the devil...
No. We told the story just fine. But what about Jim, Julie, and Naomi?
What about them?
How they end up telling that story around the campfire? What's their background?
Is that important?
Sure it is. We've conjured these characters into existence. That means we have to tell a story about them, right? What's their story? Why are they talking about the Jersey Devil?
Oh, I see your point.
We only heard part of their story. It's unfair to just leave it at that.
Well, okay. Why don't you start at the very beginning then?
Well, in the beginning, the universe was created. This has made a lot of people very angry and been widely regarded as
No! The beginning of the story. Like, where's a reasonable place to begin in this story of Jin, Julie, and Naomi?
Oh. I don't know where.
Yeah, where?
All right. What if we begin in a forest clearing? It's mid-afternoon. It is the perfect place to camp. In walks me, Naomi. I am fully decked out in camping gear. I put it down, and I look around, and I sort of smell the air.
What's it smell like?
It smells of pine and dirt. Maybe it rained recently, but there's been a reasonable amount of time for it to all dry. It's peaceful. I close my eyes and take a deep breath in, becoming one with nature.
Oh, God!
I gotcha.
Let me come stumbling into the clearing, carrying the rest of the camping gear.
And there's a lot of it. It's like pots and pans and tents and whatever you bring on a camping trip.
How much further?
Oh, almost there.
How much further?
Almost there. Do you guys need any help? No, we're good.
We are?
And drop.
And it all drops on the floor in a massive heap, and it's comically large, and a few things fall off, and they're making noise, a lot of noise, and there's a drum set, apparently. I don't know why there's a drum set. It's probably making the most noise out of it all. Thank you, Paul.
You guys sure brought a lot of stuff.
Hey, you know the Scout motto, be prepared.
Jim was a Boy Scout.
No kidding.
I did for a few years.
What rank? Eagle?
No.
Star Scout?
Like, literally just Scout, like, not even the first level. I quit without making progress.
Why'd you quit?
Jim's afraid of latrines.
I got over it. I just don't go to the bathroom. So, here we are.
Yeah. We're here.
Where are we?
The Pine Barrens of New Jersey, of course.
Right. Here we are. This is the Pine Barrens. I mean, look at all those pines. Just so Baron.
And so we begin to unpack.
What is it?
Jen says, I'm gonna unpack.
Oh, sorry.
It's new works, people. All right. I'm gonna unpack.
And so we begin to unpack.
Getting gear out of bags, pitching a tent. Naomi, are you helping?
I'm just sort of standing in a corner. I start unpacking my bag, clearly a little more out of my depths than Jen and Julie.
But eventually she starts feeling left out, and finally...
I just wanted to say thank you for inviting me. So nice to get to the city once in a while.
You're welcome. And it is, isn't it?
Yeah, just, getting away from all the noise, all of the rude strangers on the street.
Heavy traffic, subway delays, underwhelming off-Broadway performances.
Exactly. And just, coming out here in the forest, becoming one with nature, taking in all the sights and smells and... Julie, what is that?
It's a net. Isn't it obvious?
Well, I see that it's a net, but what's it for?
Capturing things.
Oh, okay. And yeah, I just really appreciate the thought that you guys would include me in something like this, camping.
Hey, more the merrier. Gives us all an excuse to actually spend time together.
Oh my God, yes. I can't believe the last time I actually went somewhere with people was forever ago. I honestly got so used to being cooped up inside for so long. When I actually had the chance to go out again, I feel like I lost the urge to actually get on my feet. And what are those?
They are night vision goggles to help minimize light pollution.
You were saying about the urge to get on your feet?
Oh yeah, right. Like I was saying, I don't really get out much as is. I feel like I need excuses to go out and do something. But like doing it with someone would make it a plan, not just something that I'm doing to pass the time. But I'm never actually the one who actually goes out and makes the plans. So to be actually invited to a camping trip like this, is that a crossbow?
Oh, shh. No, it only shoots tranquilizers. It's very humane.
I'm sorry. Is this a hunting trip or something?
What? No. I mean, kind of. Sort. Yes, it is.
Aren't you even allowed to hunt in New Jersey?
Certain zones allow the hunting of fish and wildlife with permits, of course, and with limits on what particular animals you can hunt at certain times of the year. The deer, for example, can't be hunted for regulatory purposes and...
Not even remotely what we're going to be hunting on this trip. No. We're going to be hunting what is truly the most dangerous game.
What?
Oh, no. Not that dangerous.
Oh, thank God.
No, that'd be way too easy.
Huh?
I mean, we're not here to kill anything or anyone. We're merely here to observe.
Observe what?
The most legendary inhabitant of the Pine Barrens of New Jersey. A creature whose existence is known as far back as before the founding of this nation. A monster that has terrorized residents of New Jersey since the dawn of time. The Jersey Devil!
Like the hockey team?
No. The Jersey Devil! The curse 13th child of Mother Leeds!
So not the hockey team.
She doesn't get it. Luckily, I have a song just for the occasion. They say that the devil's
Do we really need to do that again? We literally just sang it.
We had to start from the top, remember?
Like, they've heard it already. They're going to look at this and think that loser Kendra only wrote one song and just playing it over and over.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
You're only saying that because I wrote it in the script.
Yes, I am.
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with skipping ahead.
All right, fine. The devil's in New Jersey now.
So not like the hockey team.
No, it's a monster. Probably the most legendary monster in the tri-state area.
But the hockey team is named after.
Oh, okay.
It's like the Loch Ness Monster, but in New Jersey instead of Scotland. Also, there's no loch. Or Ness.
And what does this thing look like?
Like this! Behold, the monster of the Pine Barrens! Bask in its horror! I said bask! I'm basking. You basking?
I'm basking.
No! They're supposed to be horrified. Look at this monstrosity! Doesn't its very visage strike fear into your heart? This eldritch abomination, this curse upon our very eyes?
Aw, you're gonna hurt its feelings!
Julie, we talked about this. Remember, this trip isn't just about finding a monster. It's about being in community, trying something new together as friends.
This is something new! How many monsters have you caught in your life?
Well, when I was 5 years old, I thought I saw a shadow go into my closet, and so just to be safe, I barricaded the door of the dresser.
What was it?
I don't know. I haven't looked since. I miss my hats.
Well, I guess I'm down for monster hunting too. Just, whatever escapism we can manage on this trip, I'll go with the flow.
That's the spirit. 3 friends ready to take on
The Jersey Devil!
Yes, but also the woods. Doesn't that sound like a show you'd want to see? A show about 3 friends camping in the woods while also hunting the Jersey Devil.
Yeah. But is that not what we're doing?
No, this is just a workshop excerpt. I haven't finished writing the whole thing. But, hang on. But when I finish it, it's going to be great. There's going to be shadow puppets. There's going to be vaudeville songs. We're going to set an entire Jersey Devil wanted poster to music, like being for the benefit of Mr. Kite by the Beatles. It's I can't wait.
So, how do we end this bit?
Big finish?
Big finish. The darkness has fallen, there's stars in the trees. 3 friends are out camping right here, 1, 2, 3. The script is unfinished, but soon you will see. The devil's in New Jersey now.
We'll